Welcome to the Sleepover Retro Countdown Show, where nostalgia competes for the top spot. Brought to you by Sleepover Trading Company. Be kind, rewind your childhood.
Each episode, your hosts, Rob and Guido, each bring 5 picks from deep in the analog archives, movies, comics, toys, songs, commercials, whatever, and battle it out to build the ultimate top 10.
Grab your Walkman and those little wire headphones with the little fuzzy things on them, rewind that tape, and join us for another round of the Sleepover Retro Countdown Show.
On this episode, top 10 cartoon theme songs.
Oh, that's broad.
It is. And also, every time, at first, it's so funny because at first I was saying to you, oh, this is going to be so hard. I can't even remember the theme songs. I came up with my list of 5, and then there was like, oh, I didn't put this one on. Oh, I could put this one on. So like we have to like go back to this topic at some point because
and do another top 10 list.
Do another top 10 because
20.
This is not really like necessarily my favorite of all time top 5 because. And then I thought, oh, I'm not going to put that on my list because Guido will put that on his list. And then I looked at your list and you didn't have some of the big ones that I was thinking.
That's why I was like, I don't know what you're thinking because I've got it clear and solidified and I knew you weren't going to pick mine. So let's get on with it because today's rules are quite simple. Our only rule for today, rule 1, it has to be a theme song from an animated television series. That is it. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
So
nice and broad.
Who's starting tonight? You struggled, so I think you should start.
Okay, I'll kick things off with my number 5 choice. So this is will be our number 10 and 9. But my number 5 is Muppet Baby. Muppet Babies, from 1985.
I can hear. And who sings it? Well, we'll start with who wrote it.
Okay, it's written by Hank Soroyan and Rob Walsh. That second name is going to reoccur later on as well.
I have some recurring ones too. Mm-hmm. Look at that.
Well, yeah, I guess it was a small world of animated cartoon composers.
Probably. I think as soon as you said the title, though, any of our ages, your age, my age, a little older than me, a little younger than you, probably could hear that I don't know, doo-wop sort of.
Well, that's the thing, and
is.
that's why I chose it because I'm a big fan of music from this era, that doo-wop, that early rock and roll. It's almost like a sha-na-na kind of sound, that kind of thing.
That's the right comparison.
And I really like that sound in general, and it hadn't until I was doing research and trying to pull songs, and then it was like, oh yeah, that really does sound like that era, which is fun because it's not really the Muppet TV show. They were kind of more old-timey. They were more musical theater vaudeville. They weren't really doo-wop, right?
Well, no, and in the 1980s, they certainly weren't either. So
no, but there was that kind of revival, I think, then, right? Wasn't there a lot of like that American Graffiti kind of coming back in the 80s?
That's the 70s.
The 70s.
That's the Muppet Show era, though the Muppet Show doesn't draw upon any of those references. So it's almost like the Muppets are like a decade off in the generational recycle that happens normally. So, yeah, I think this is a great pick to start us off. What's your favorite aspect of this song?
Oh, it as soon as you read, like what you said, as soon as you read the title, the song is in your head.
You hear it in that voice.
You hear it in that voice, and that's
what is that called? Not a falsetto,
like a falsetto. No. Yeah, it is. Kind of like that. Yeah, and I think that's so powerful. It's like because even you're just scrolling through your streamer or whatever, and you see Muppet Babies, and it's like, and it's like, oh, maybe I want to watch it now.
All right. Well, I'm coming at you with a very similar pick, honestly, and this is Disney's Adventures of the Gummy Bears.
Dashing and daring, courageous and caring, faithful and friendly with stories to share.
From 1985, written by Michael and Patty Silvershire, credited as Silvershire and Silvershire. And this is I had friends who lived down the block, and we used to play this song on repeat. I remember once we were trying to like tease other people in their backyard by playing this song on loop, like thinking it was funny that we were, I don't know what we were doing, honestly. But this song, Gummy Bears, High Adventure That's Beyond Compare. People have to listen to me sing. I never thought that I'd be publicly singing. You shame me for it all the
plus
time.
people don't know this about you, Guido, that like you have no concept of what any instrument is. Like when you'll hear a clarinet noise and you'll go like, is that a trumpet? Like, is that you have
I
no,
know
you don't
what
know
a
the difference
cello
between
is
anything.
because I like a cello. That's all I know. But I don't think there's any cellos in the Adventures of the Gummy Bears
No, I don't
theme.
think
I
so.
think it's all synthesizers, but it's a really, really fun, catchy, memorable song. A little on par with Muppet Babies, I'm gonna say. These are
Hmm.
not too dissimilar from each other. So, did you watch this show?
I did, but I don't remember it very well. I don't think it was super high in my rotation. There was the one guy, he had like a cape and a big hat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They took
Okay, he
place
was my
in medieval
favorite.
times, and so
How
they
he
were
was
all kind of
dressed.
that era.
Yeah,
And
but
it did cycle out. Remember how the Disney Afternoon, like they used to move a show up in the time slot and then they'd cycle it out?
okay.
So this one I remember pretty early got to like the 3:30 slot, then the 3 o'clock slot, and then it got pushed out of the Disney
Plus,
Afternoon.
this is 85, so it's actually before I was born. So I wasn't watching it then,
Oh,
but it must have come
all
back
of
at
my
some
picks are
point.
from before you were born. All
That's true,
right.
actually. Yes.
So I am willing to say that Gummy Bears can round out our number 10 and Muppet
Oh,
Babies can
okay.
be our number 9 slot. It
Since
is
I don't
far
even really
more
remember the gummy
memorable.
bears, yeah, I'm gonna have to say you're correct. Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, next up, I have a weird pick, a pick that you were not even familiar with existing until very
Hmm.
recently. And when I went back and listened to the song, I was like, not only do I love this show and this song from nostalgia, but whoa, this could have been a top 40 hit. This song could have been a top 40 hit. This is Jace and the Wheeled Warriors.
There's a power that comes from deep inside of you. It's every day reaching toward the light. And you know there's a long way ahead of you.
From 1985. This song is by my, I guess, favorite composers in the world based on this list, Shuki, Levy, and Haim Saban. And
Yeah.
so this song is just an all-around like 1985, I don't know, journey, sort of
Hmm.
up-tempo, just banger. It really could have been on the radio, should have been on the radio. It could be on the radio now. It's so good. So I don't know what else to say about it other than it's so good.
Yeah, this one I feel like again I'll have to go back and revisit it again. But what is it about that 85 sound? Is it that you're so because a lot of your choices are from, as you
Oh,
said,
we could
around the
talk about
same
that at the
time.
end. All of my choices, there's one exception, are 1985, and three of them are Shuki Levy and Haim Saban. So I clearly have got a zone. I don't know why. And Jason the Wheeled Warriors is a great example. If you're not familiar, go listen to it, and you'll be like, "Wow, why isn't this streaming online as a hit single right now?" Because it's great. It has like a voiceover intro at the start, but then it
So
just
many
turns
of the
into
songs
this
had those
song.
voiceover
Yeah,
intros,
totally.
including I think some other ones on our list today.
But this one then, the Wheeled Warriors, like you could hear it in
Yeah,
some
that
Tom
is a
Cruise action
very
movie or I don't know,
very
something.
Journey, very Foreigner, all those kind of bands. Yeah.
Yeah. So they were doing a great job at that point, pumping them out. That song gets me pumped, makes me ready to race on a car made of vegetables and plants against some weird mystical things. I love this show and don't even understand it, but that's okay because it's lots of fun. So that's what I am battling up against. What are you bringing?
Okay, my number four, my most obscure pick of the night. So I loved Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Great theme song, very 90s theme song. I could have picked that, but I went with the original. So this is the theme song to the original Space Ghost from 1966.
So you got a song
Ted
before either of us were born.
Nichols. That's true. That's true. The reason why I like this one, so Ted Nichols, I saw he also worked on Scooby-Doo. He did the Scooby-Doo theme song. He did Birdman as well, worked on Josie and the Pussycats. But the reason why I like this one, and you know this, Guido, I'm a big fan, collector of what they call like space age pop, exotica, all that kind of like lounge music from the 1960s. And this theme song is exactly that. It's got that Forbidden Planet kind of thing where there's some early synthesizers or theremins
Theremin
or something
sounding
like that.
things, yeah.
But also this kind of loungy feel to it that was very much like we're in outer space. So it's not one that you're going to walk away humming at all. But of all the theme songs that are on my list, like this is the only one I think like I would actually put on in the background while I'm
As
doing
actual
work and just
music.
like having on as actual music. And there's no
That's funny.
words to it. It's just all instrumental. It's also probably our only instrumental song on the whole list
It
too.
is. And it's funny for both of us in this slot, we're choosing between the songs that we would listen to and could have been like hits outside of the context of the TV
That's
shows
true.
that they occupy. So I don't know. I'm torn here. What do you think?
Well, I think you were very passionate about Jason the Wheel Warriors, so I think that has to
So,
come out on top.
all right, Space Ghost is our number 8, and Jace and the Wheeled Warriors number 7. So tell me what you have here in our middle slot.
Okay, so my number 3. Here's another one that I think as soon as you see the title or say it out loud, you just the song starts coming to you. And that is Animaniacs from 1993 by Richard Stone.
It's time for Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max.
And I love this one because I'm also a big musical theater fan, and there's something old-timey. It's all just what I was saying about the Muppets. Like this song has got like that fast patter, like you wouldn't be out of
The
place
wordplay
in
too.
wordplay.
I mean, the wordplay is so clever in this song, like the rhymes and you're right that it's very musical theater, but it's like Sondheim musical theater. Like it's
Yes, yeah.
so good. Yeah.
And I don't think I can ever even, well, not all the time, but yeah, hear like Bill Clinton's name without thinking Bill Clinton plays the sex.
There
Which is
are
also
funny
one of the
lines.
most 90s references that you can possibly have on a very ultimately pretty 90s reference heavy show. But yeah,
Well, and this show had such
song
good
is
music
great.
throughout. Like they have that really famous State Capitol song that people will often repost or refer to as helping them learn the capitals. So it's I got a lot of clever musical lyrics going on in this show. So I think
Yeah,
that's
this
a
this
fun
guy
pick.
this guy Richard Stone who wrote it, he also worked on Pinky and the Brain and all the other like related shows. Worked on the Pumpkinhead movie. I love that deep cut there. And unfortunately, he passed away at only 47 years old. So back in 2001. So I too bad like we didn't get more amazing ditties out of him.
Well, this is where I'm bringing the big guns starting from here on
hmm
out because I am going up against this with Gem and the Holograms.
Jim's excitement, ooh, Jim's adventure, ooh, glamour and glitter, fashion and fame.
Another
Cool.
song, a show known for its music, but a whole lot more than the Animaniacs, that's for sure. And
Yeah.
there are two versions of the Gem and the Holograms theme. There's the early seasons Gem and the Holograms, and then the Truly Outrageous, also known as, and then later they turned it into Gem Girls. And me and my friend are
Oh, I
Gem
don't even
girls.
think I know that one. Oh,
You've
I
probably
have
heard it
heard
when we've
that.
turned it on, but it's much less
No,
interesting than the
because
Gem. Gem is excitement. Ooh, Gem. So
yes,
I
yes.
think this is by Ford Kinder and Anne Bryant, also from 1985. So this is clearly the year that everything settled into my brain and
Mm-hmm.
all music locked in place, and I have not moved on since, which is true. If you think about like Madonna, there's a whole lot going on in 1985 that it just all converged for me. So I love this theme. You were not too familiar with this theme or this
No.
show, so you only heard this theme probably in the last few years, and now I make you listen to the soundtrack incessantly and the re-releases. So
Yeah, but they're truly good songs. And the other good thing about the songs, and I guess all our theme songs in general, but this is true of all Gem songs, is they're short. Like they don't outstay
they're
their
too
welcome
short.
because,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I know
I
in some
sometimes I
cases they
think
are
they
too
needed
short.
like an extended version that would become the the single release, the radio play one.
Mm-hmm. No, I could totally see that. Well, where this one works too is often if I just see like Jem mentioned or read her name, I'll go Jem. She's truly outrageous.
Truly,
Just
truly,
that.
truly outrageous. But then you've even got the little interlude with the Misfits. We are the Misfits.
Oh yes, I forgot that part.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, so it's there's a lot going on, a lot of explaining the show, but all lyrically. No voiceover narration in this show. It's all sung through. So I love Gem and the Holograms, and I'm sorry, Animaniacs. Gem has to be.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
has to be
I
number
think
five.
I will give it to Gem and the Holograms as well.
All right. Well, you're gonna find yourself
But
saying that a lot in the
two
next few
shows,
rounds.
shows with really solid soundtracks throughout are
It's
probably our
true.
only ones that have like super heavy on
Yeah,
songs.
that are known for songs being in the show. Muppet Babies to a certain extent, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I agree. Gem and the Animaniacs. So Animaniacs number six, Gem and the Holograms number five. We're moving into the top half, and this is where it's over. Shuki Levy and Haim Saban have owned my childhood, and here we are with my number two, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
And the masters of the universe.
From 1983, theme by Shuki Levy, Haim Saban. So I don't know what to say about this. It's an interesting one because, like my number one pick, these songs, they don't have singing. They have like that He-Man, He-Man, right? Like they have a
Yeah.
little bit of voice, but otherwise it's music mixed with voiceover. So these ones are voiceover by the main character. So of course He-Man narrating who he is and who knows his
Mm-hmm.
secret and what he fights for. All of that is a part of the formal theme song. But I just think the supercharged energy and the synthesizers that this show uses across its whole soundtrack, but the theme song, I mean, obviously they live in my heart and soul, so I
Yeah.
can't let go of them. I don't even know you were a New Adventures of He-Man person. I don't even know that theme song because I don't even know that show well,
No,
but
I don't think I know that theme song either. Yeah, it's so funny that I guess were they not trusting of the kids to remember the plot every time? Or
well, I
why
think
do
it
you
was
think they included
probably,
that?
yeah, I think probably that, but also so that you could enter any episode. Like
Yes, I guess so.
you didn't, it's part of why there's very few two-parters in He-Man, there's none. In She-Ra, there's a handful. And so that's so that a kid could sit down and watch it at any point in time. The
Hmm.
networks could play them in any order. We know, of course, order got all messed up with
Totally.
these kinds of shows. So I think that's probably why makes it nice and easy. So I think you're bringing your big guns quite literally to this battle.
Yes. Well, mine has a lot of singing in it, and this is G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. But I'm specifically going for, you were just saying like an extended cut version.
Yeah.
So I'm going actually for the extended. There's a whole nother like two verses of it
Oh.
from the movie G.I. Joe, the movie from 1987.
Crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry. Cobra!
And this is by John Douglas and Rob Walsh. Rob Walsh, who also co-wrote the Muppet Babies theme as well.
So this is the same theme as the animated show, but a longer version. That's the deal?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the best part of the entire G.I. Joe movie, because I love the G.I. Joe movie as a kid. I think, it's hit or miss now. But one of the best parts of the entire movie, it might not ever get better than this, is the opening credits, which are Cobra attacking the Statue of Liberty and G.I. Joe protecting them. And you then get into the traditional song at the end. It's a new vocalist. It's not like he doesn't have as deep a voice as he does on the TV show, but there's a whole Cobra verse as well, and it's just really good. And this is
So
another
the
one
whole
where
song is a different voice, or those verses are different
no,
voices?
the whole song is a different
Oh,
singer.
so it was re-recorded. Interesting.
Yes, a bit more of like a higher pitched singer, a little bit more rock, because the original one is like G.I. Joe, real American. He's got like this very bass voice, and this one is a bit more in the Journey Foreigner level of singing.
Interesting. And was it released as a single? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know if it was released as a single. That's a good question because it is about like 3.5 minutes long altogether with this extended version. So it could have very easily been released as a single, but I don't know. That's a good question. One day, I don't think you've seen. When was the last time you saw the G.I. Joe movie? Never?
If I saw it, it was when I was 6, 7 years old. So I
Because
haven't
I think
seen it
you
in a long
love
time.
like Pythona, the female villain they introduced.
We saw our
in it.
action figure at New York Comic Con. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she does. She's very cool. And then her introduction is like the second best part of the movie. Unfortunately, all of that is within like the first 15 minutes. And then it takes a little bit of a drop down. So,
well, I'm hard pressed to let anything lose to E-Man. So
oh, I don't know. I think knowing what your top one is, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I brought a big one for my top one too, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna say G.I. Joe should
what
take
I'll
the
say?
cake because there's more
Because it's an
lyrics.
extended song. Yeah, I think I'll give it to you, not because it's better, but because it's an extended song. Whereas He-Man, as we just discussed, doesn't have a whole lot of lyrics. So that makes sense. All right, we're up to our top slots. Tell me
Okay.
what are you thinking is fighting for number one?
Okay. I mean, a lot of these songs that we've brought today are earworms. I'm going to wager that on my entire list, this is the number one earworm where we've recently been rewatching this show and before we go to bed, and then I'm laying in bed and going, that damn song is stuck in my head. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1987.
You can hear that. I can't even make the noise. Obviously, it's a synthesizer, but that noise at the start.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Yeah. Written by Dennis C. Brown and in one of the great weird pieces of trivia of all time, Chuck Lorre, who went on to create Two and a Half Men and The Big Bang Theory and all those
He
other
wrote a
shows.
lot of things for animated shows, including songs.
And also I saw that then Dennis Brown did the music for a lot of those shows. So Dennis
Oh, so they
also
stayed
worked out
connected.
really well that Dennis stayed friends with Chuck all
That's
those
funny.
years later.
Yeah, this is a really great song. I agree with you. I would have put it in my top 5 if I didn't have these other 5 that I needed to put in my top 5. But it 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 gets the feel of the show really well
Yes.
because it doesn't tell the story, but it just gives you the, cowabunga, you get the catchphrases. You get that like fun funkiness, and then the synthesizer electronic music is peak
And
1987.
I'm gonna say, maybe you'll take umbrage with this, but I think it does what the He-Man theme by explaining who the characters are, but it does it not with spoken word, but actually in the song. Because if you
That
listen
is
to the
true.
song, you know that Donatello does machines, for example. So it's there to remind you every single episode who these basic characters are, but it's a little bit more seamlessly done. And I think the other thing that kids probably really like is there's lots of levels to it as well. Like it's not just like one person just singing at the same tone, but it's like Teen Turtle Power. Like there's like those weird little things that are in the song as well. It's not just like the main vocals.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. It's a good pick. But I have to bring She-Ra.
I am Adora, He-Man's twin sister.
So now I was torn here. There are two songs I want to bring, but I'll choose one. There is, of course, the theme from The Secret of the Sword, which is the I Have the Power song for He-Man and She-Ra. And I love that song. It's a duet. It's, again, peak 80s electronic music. I love duets. I used to sing this all the time. I had the soundtrack. This one came on a soundtrack. I love that song, but I'll stick with the original and just say the She-Ra Princess of Power 1985 Goodyear theme by Shuki, Levy, and Haim Saban, sung by Erika Scheimer, who is Lou Scheimer's daughter, who did a lot of the voices on the show. And so, like the He-Man song, it doesn't have any vocals outside of She-Ra, She-Ra, and then it has her narration. However, the reason it ekes out over He-Man is that whatever that I don't know, percussion synthesizer is that feels very, I don't know, Prince or something.
Yes,
It's like a drum kit like synthesizer. It has such good momentum, and then they reuse it all the time in the episodes. There is a constant like every time the action is getting started, it's just the do 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 do, and I love that, and it's so fun and propels you forward, and is a great song that I could listen to forever.
I think, well, obviously you agree because you put it in your number one. I'm going to say I think it's vastly superior to the Masters of the Universe theme song. It's like Masters of the Universe walked so that the She-Ra theme song could run.
That's true in
so
countless ways. That's
based,
true in even like the quality of the TV show, the everything. Yes, it is very true that She-Ra is not second fiddle
I don't
to
find
He-Man.
He-Man one getting stuck in my head, but again, going back to what we've been saying for a lot of these other ones, if I read the She-Ra's name in my head, I'm going She-Ra, She-Ra, but I don't find that I do that with He-Man the same way. Maybe because He-Man is not nearly as easy of a like phrase to say. Like She-Ra does roll off the tongue. He-Man is a little, you know, your mouth has to move a lot more to get those words out.
All right, well, as much as I love He-Man and She-Ra, I think the Turtles has to win. I do think.
Yeah, it's hard to beat
because
that
you're right.
Turtles
It's
theme
all
song.
together. It's all there. It's all one package. It does it all. So,
and I'll
She-Ra
also
and
say,
R2.
I think is even though we've talked about specific times, there's something almost a little bit more timeless, a little bit about the She-Ra one. Like, but when you hear the Turtles one, there's something that is 1987. It is like 1990. It just brings you exactly to that era, which is kind of actually what I want in some ways. I want to be like transported right there.
And it has a bit of an adventure and a story and I agree. What a lineup. This great top 10 that we've got. Give us a recap.
Okay. This is number 10, Gummy Bears, or actually Disney's Adventures of the Gummy Bears, official title. Number 9, Muppet Babies. Number 8, Space Ghost, the original. Number 7, Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. Number 6, Animaniacs. Number 5, Jem and the Holograms. Number 4, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Number 3, G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, the movie version. Number 2, She-Ra and the Princess of Power. And number 1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That is the perfect Saturday morning mixtape.
Yes, it is. All right.
Yeah, and there was a few. I mean, the one I have to say, like, I didn't put X-Men down because I was like, well, Guido's got to put the X-Men theme down.
I guess I was thinking 80s, so we're going to need a 90s edition. Are any of your picks from the 90s? I guess Animaniacs is.
Yeah,
otherwise, I was going to
Animaniacs,
say we could have a
90s.
follow-up
That's
90s.
it. Oh, that's true.
There's more
Well,
than
I
enough
think we just
songs
have the
for
follow-up.
another top 10 because there are plenty.
Obviously, Batman the Animated Series. I mean, there were so many where I was
Yes.
I just have to put that.
Well, that wraps another round of the Sleepover Retro Countdown Show, brought to you by Sleepover Trading Company. We now have a physical shop open inside the historic community theater in Catskill, New York. Follow us online at Sleepover Trading and sleepovertrading.com.
Yeah, come visit the shop, flip through the Video Visions rental shelves, and relive the days when you were getting up on Saturday morning and putting on your favorite cartoon with a big bowl of cereal.
That is true. That is true. When you looked forward to going to sleep on Friday nights so that you could wake up on Saturday morning.
Yes. Friday nights were for Saturday morning. So
Be kind. Rewind your childhood.